So guys, the prejudging is officially finished. The Pittsburgh Pro is underway. And what a show this has been. It lived up to expectations. But Michael Krizo, guys, I said it before. The man is an absolute monster, but he is an Instagram bodybuilder. He's extremely mediocre compared to his filters on his pictures. I'm sorry guys, but if you look that good on your pictures on Instagram but show up looking like this, you are an absolute embarrassment because you have lied not only to the people but also to yourself. Krizo is an amazing bodybuilder, but I'm sorry, look, the guy cannot pose. He cannot hold a pose, and he's done at least 5 or 6 shows in the IFBB now. This is not IFBB Elite, where you just walk around and you don't have to pose, you're going to win automatically. This is the Pro League, this is the big boys. And Michael Krizo, I'm sorry, he's an Instagram bodybuilder at best. He looks amazing with a filter, he's got amazing muscle bellies, but when it comes to holding the poses, guys, not only holding the poses, but I just don't think he has the physique to look aesthetic in each pose, if that even makes sense. Guys, this is meant to be his best pose, and he looks terrible. He can't even hold it. It's embarrassing. I'm not disrespecting Michael because he's an amazing bodybuilder. You know, look at Derek. Derek, yes, he's more seasoned, but Derek just looks like a champion. He's so polished. You can tell that he takes hundreds of hours into his posing. He takes posing seriously, whereas Michael, unless he had some special imbalance where he couldn't concentrate on posing, or he had special needs, which he doesn't. You just need to put the work in. And these top guys like Nick Walker and Derek Lunsford, you can tell, and it comes out in their posing. That side tricep is amazing. The hanging chest, the obliques, the waist. Guys, Derek is worthy. No matter what you think of Derek, Derek is a worthy champion. And you should give him credit. The back, how he drops into the silhouette. Guys, the upper back is crazy. I don't think he's as sharp in the lower back, not by in the lower half of his body, not by Derek standards. Now, when we see Nick, obviously Mr. Hype Man himself, guys, the guy is a freak. And I'm going to say this, his front double, he has the best biceps and triceps since Ronnie Coleman. He is incredible. He's not pretty. If you look at him from the side chest, he's amazing. Yes, I feel like he could have used a little bit more pop and sweep on the quadricep. But from the back, guys, look at the adductors. And he knows it. Look at the quadricep. Look how dry he is. Look at the hamstrings. Guys, Nick is an absolute mutant. That's why they call him the mutant, because he's a freak. I don't know who's going to win. I think if Nick wins, it may be that the hype might drag him over the line, because obviously Derek is already qualified for the Olympia. Now, moving into the transitions, this is going to be a case of apples and oranges, guys. This is the front double bicep, and if we're going off a front double bicep, then Nick Walker probably has the best biceps again since Ronnie Coleman. Now, if you like aesthetics and silhouette, then I would probably go with Derek. He has the better lats, he has the better silhouette. The midsection is incredible. That vacuum just looks so pleasing. So for me, it's a tie in this one. I can't choose. Moving on to the lat spread, I don't think either are impressive or have ever been impressive in this pose. Derek, it's probably his most uncomfortable pose, I think, because of his stature. He just doesn't fill it out enough, if I'm honest. Everything looks scrunched up, whereas Nick has improved it. It looks a lot more relaxed. The arms are huge. The hanging chest looks incredible. But I think the stomach prohibits him from really excelling in this pose. So if I was going to give it to anyone, I'd probably give it to Martin. Followed by, I'm going to say Derek, and then a very close Nick. Going on to the side chest. Guys, it's a very, very strong pose for Nick and for Derek. I mean, I love the conditioning that Derek displays through the chest, through the arms, those massive shoulders, those massive full arms. Look at the quad, look at the sweep on the quad, look at the lines and the detail in the quadricep. That is a champion's pose. However, if we look at Nick is just, he's just thick. Nick, I love the trailing arm, how full and how massive. That's how you know how big someone's arms are. If you look at the rear arm, the trailing arm. But it's hard, it's apples and oranges, it is. Derek just has the prettier look, whereas Nick just has that beastly, bulbous look. If it was me, I'm going to give it to Derek, but I can see a case for Nick. Also, Bonac with those massive arms. Looks like his biceps are going to rip out of his skin. But everyone looks amazing, even Martin in this pose. I think Martin's conditioning was slightly off. I think I've seen it better. But however, everyone looks amazing. Moving on to the back double, guys. If you would have asked me like 2 years ago, I would have went Derek. I think Derek had the best back double in the world. However, Nick Walker, my boy, the mutant. It's the biceps for me. It's just the arms. Look at those freaking arms. They're the best. They're probably the best I've seen. And from the back, guys, that's how you know somebody has huge arms. If they have mounted biceps and that sweep is protruding, that's how you know from the back. From the bottom downstairs, I don't think Derek is as tight as he was at the Arnold. This is incredible because Martin, hands down, every pundit, every commentator would agree that before this show, Derek had the best back in the world. But for me now, with the adductors, with how dry, with how dense those hamstrings are, and especially the arms, I think Martin is wider. I think Derek is wider. And I think he's just as dense through the back. But when you're comparing as a complete package, I think Nick Walker takes the back. I never thought I would have said that. So for me, Nick Walker, back double bicep goes to him. Moving on to the lat spread, I think both guys look amazing. Up top, very similar backs. Both have great width. But lower downstairs, I think Derek has slightly regressed. Whereas Nick is just so hard and dense. The adductors, almost like, I don't know, remind me of a bull. The bull Nick Walker. If the mutant doesn't work out, he is the bull. He's a specimen, guys. He's not pretty at all. But in the mandatories, and do you notice that in his shots, guys, he doesn't look so impressive. But as I said in my previous videos, the very small details on Nick, they really translate to the show. We're not talking about a Crezo here who puts like 1,000,000 times filter on his pictures. Nick takes raw, unedited pictures that translate onto the stage, and this is why he's so exciting. This is why he's so good. And going straight and skipping the abs and thighs and going straight onto the most muscular, guys, you have to give it to Nick Walker. Nick Walker just looks like, again, he summarizes his name in this pose. He's an absolute freak, from the arms to those massive shoulders to the chest. Guys, I think we have a winner. And before the show, I was probably leaning towards Derek, even though I was probably hyping Nick Walker up. I thought Derek would have been too complete on the stage, but no. For me, Nick Walker, he's too monstrous. It's not just his size, guys, but he's brought the conditioning. The midsection is tight and separated. Nick believes in himself, and I honestly believe after this show, he will be considered a frontrunner for the Olympia title. As I said in my previous video, what do you think? Do you think Nick can win this show, which is about to start for the finals? Or and also, do you think that Nick can go on to win the Olympia if he wins this show? Let me know in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed and liked, then do that for me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.